Today's level of March market trade a bull bar with above average volume up 24 points to close at 3104. However, we are not able to actually take out this recent high here of 3116. This is a level we like to watch. Immediate resistance after that will be at 3200. Immediate support is at this pivot low here, 3060, and more significant support here, 3017. Notice actually we're moving average and in orders, however the daylight is quite big. If the market can trade sideways, that will be generally healthy before we actually move upwards again. Now let's take a look at the bank stocks. Chart pattern wise, the most favorable chart pattern is actually OCBC. After yesterday reversal bars, notice today we trade an inside bar. So this is actually a temporary rest. Notice the daylight is also quite big. If we can trade sideways, close out of daylight, look for eventual break above this high here of 1182 rather. Now if you were to look at, let's say, DBS, notice yesterday itself we have a huge reversal bar, and today trade a inside bar actually near the bottom half of the bar. So this is generally much weaker. Usually after a deep retracement, it may actually stuck in the trading range. You'll take some time before it can perform unless there is a change in market fundamentals. This is UOB. Same thing after yesterday, wide range reversal bar. Today trade a very small bar. So OCBC chart pattern wise is actually the most preferred pattern. Let's take a look at the other stock we've been discussing. This is SIA. Notice after a strong run-up, it's actually pullback, generally trading sideways. This is a small deeper setup. Look for a break above this high here of 541. Today we trade slightly positive, but it's generally a small bar, so it's actually still resting. This is better than sets purely because actually if you notice, set has actually have a gap down, and this series of bar here is a sign of weakness. So SIA is still a preferred stocks. SIA Engineering. This stock has a consolidation breakout and it pullback test the previous resistance, which acts as a support and bounce off. Again, you notice the retracement is pretty deep, especially a wide range reversal bar here. So again, if you can trade sideways, that'll be generally healthy. Eventually look for it to take out this high here of 219. Now let's take a look at the other big cap stock. This is Sembcorp Industry. The stocks over here has a very nice breakouts and followed by pullback. Notice today pullback bars is actually a low volume. This is generally healthy. Again, we'd like to actually look for a setup here, eventually take out this high here of 185. Got to be mindful of overhead resistance, so we'd like to see an increase in volume before you can break this resistance. SPH. Over here, after breaking this high here, there's a pullback. Notice the last 3 sessions volume is lower. This is generally nice. It's a small deeper setup. Look for a break above this high here of 142. Comfort Delcro. Now this is a weak stocks that recently had some move. Notice that the stock is actually languishing on the side. Now over here, after you found our supports, you managed to move up, and here we have a very nice trust bar, followed by 2 days of inside bar with lower volume. Look for a break above this high here of 171. Again, we just have to be careful of overhead resistance, but the volume generally are actually low. We'll be discussing Hong Kong Land. The stocks actually has moved up after it broke above this resistance level, and obviously here is a sign of weakness. We have an extension bars, and obviously here a topping tail. So again, daylight is quite big. If you can trade sideways, that will be generally healthy, and then we eventually look for a break on the upside. But it will take some time, considering that actually this bar here itself is quite huge. You'll need some time to actually consolidate before you move up again.